start streaming, and I will tell you when we're ready to go.
All right.
And I am not streaming to Twitch tonight. I am streaming to YouTube
YouTube?
directly
Oh,
and
all right.
to Clockwise Media, and I'm just
Oh, cool. Screw you,
so
Twitch.
it'll be recording. All right. So
Cool.
I'll just
What
minimize
is
that now. Yeah, there we are.
mm,
Interesting. I'm seeing a delay of myself on my own screen through the Zoom meeting. That's very weird. But we are live. We are
you're
large
on
and in
though? As
charge.
long as the source, as long as the source is fine.
Yeah.
I got a weird thing going on in my hair. Let me check. Let me do some tweaking here.
Just gonna try and
That is pretty good. Oh, it says see the green. I need to paint like the top of my head green or something. That is pretty good. Oh, it says see the green. I need to paint like the top of my head green or something.
Yep.
That is pretty good. Oh, it says see
That
the
sounds
green.
pretty good. So that's it. That's a live stream to YouTube. That's
Yeah,
the
that's
live
good.
stream to YouTube. Yeah.
That's good audio too.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's they
Right.
YouTube has lots of money, so
Oh man, I'm screwing this up.
uh-oh.
I had this way better before. Oh man. Let me take this one off. And then just deal with this one and go to the defaults. There. Oh,
What?
an idiot. Trying to get that black thing out of the front, and it's the microphone. I'm a maroon.
What was that for? That's weird. Welcome to the chat, to our first ever.
This guy's still screwing around with color correction on the first ever what?
The first ever Cloud Brothers stream to YouTube, migrating
Live.
over here from Twitch. Yeah, we've been live for 5 minutes already. We're not even late because there's no schedule.
Nice. So everything worked out exactly the way it was supposed to, even though I thought it was Saturday all day.
Yeah,
you know what I was about to, you know what I was about to do?
Yes. No.
So that thing right there, that's the $15 screen that I got when I got you your fancy one.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been trying to get so my MacBook on the Zoom meetings goes forever. Like it takes forever to it takes forever. Or actually, sorry, it just heats up crazy. It goes up to 5,900 degrees 2 seconds after you start up Zoom, because Zoom is so crappy or whatever. Actually, I looked at the thing. It's Zoom is not really designed to run on a MacBook Pro, because apparently all of the chat things, Teams, Skype, Zoom, all of them have inefficient ways to open the ports to keep the shit open, like for the chat, for us to talk, and the video and all that crap. So it's CPU intensive. So as soon as the computer starts up, the CPU goes crazy, and then the MacBook goes, oh, CPU is going crazy, temperature goes up, and then the fan goes. It sounds like it's a 747 gonna take off.
Well, yeah, so, and that happens to the iMac that we've been doing these streams from 2015, which is why I want to get a PC. It doesn't even have to be a fancy one, just to do meetings like this.
Yeah. Well, see, here's the thing. So I've been experimenting with Linux and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
trying to get trying to get a Zoom meeting to work on that old computer. Like I bought a computer when I first moved here 5 years ago or so,
Yep.
and there's a place that's not here anymore. They've closed down, but it was a few blocks away from where I live now,
Yep.
called Generic Computers.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like one of those little wholesaler places. So they did a deal where you would they'd put a computer together for you for 300, 400 bucks, right?
Okay.
And it's not a great computer, but it's not bad. Everything's brand new. And if you run a light version of Linux on it or something, they're not bad, right? But I got the actual CPU. I got an Intel CPU,
Yeah.
and I maxed out the RAM. Like the RAM cost more than the computer almost, or as much as the computer. Um, so I've extended this for as far as I can, and I took the Windows 10 disk out of my laptop and put it into the desktop to see if it would work because
Mm-hmm.
I did tried to install Zoom, but it wouldn't, or try to install Windows 10, but it wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
So because the Windows 10 install, you got to get like a bigger disk than 4.7 gigs, and I have a bunch of old 4.7 gig DVDs that I barely use anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I really wasn't into go buying an 8.7 gig thing just to install Windows 10. So I just moved the hard drive, and it worked. It's freaking hilarious.
Oh wow.
So I moved it, uninstalled the or reinstalled the video driver. That
Yeah.
was it. It figured everything else out. It's very cool. Um,
Noise.
anyway, I start up Zoom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Start up Zoom and um, go to turn on the virtual background thing, and it says your computer doesn't support virtual backgrounds.
Oh,
And I'm like, what the truck? What the truck? Um,
what the actual truck?
yeah. So and then I went and looked at it. I went and looked at the requirements and shit, and my computer doesn't do the multi-threading or whatever it is. I don't have a good enough CPU to do the virtual backgrounds. But my brother got me into helping him do some Zoom streams. So he taught me about this little program called OBS.
Mm-hmm.
And first thing he sent me was how to do a green screen. So this computer, I'm on Zoom, going through OBS on a computer that can't support the virtual background. So I'm fooling it into a virtual background by using the OBS virtual cam and feeding that camera into Zoom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool shit. I'm very impressed by that.
Yeah. I don't have that set up yet on here, but I should definitely do that.
Which one, the virtual cam?
Well, yeah, I can go in the corner here, and it's funny. I have the green screen all set up, but my lighting's still not good.
Yeah.
For
I'm
you'd have to look at the what I'm doing on the feed. The automatic zoom one looks better than my OBS one.
yeah.
Okay, excuse me.
So
I got to go upstairs for a sec. Talk
Okay.
to the kids.
sorry, I'm gonna mess around with my green screen.
Okay, I'll be done in a sec. All right, I'm back.
Right.
I am back. I'm back.
Sorry, messing around.
Well, that's okay. We're refer to this. Where am I? Okay. So, what are we talking about tonight?
Two things.
Yeah.
One, I should get a little. Actually, you know it'd be better. I should get a
No
little
idea.
green. I get a little green screen to go over the back of the chair, and then I wouldn't have to worry about this thing.
So, are you messing around in OBS right now? Is that why you're
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
becoming see-through?
Yeah. Be like 2 more seconds with this.
Yeah, I really wouldn't be overly concerned about the chair. Although I'm not sure why mine's not showing up. Let's see. Oh, it's because I'm not using OBS for that. Oh, it's so odd.
Whoa. Yeah, the opacity is one that I don't mess around with.
Yeah, fair enough.
Makes my glasses disappear, but whatever, that's good enough.
Yeah, that's near enough for nuclear.
Yeah. So, oh yeah.
So
So
what
the
are we here
other
to talk
one-
about so we can relate this to the stream?
Oh yes.
We're here to talk about Amazon Web Services Reinvent, which is what?
Yeah, Reinvent is the nerd. It's the nerd guru thing. There. Fucking hell, sorry. It's completely distracting.
Demonetized.
Good enough. Oh.
When you think of a swear when you're streaming to YouTube, think of the word demonetized.
Yeah, okay.
If it's excessive.
Yeah, that slipped out. I don't think that was excessive. But
Yeah, I'm just saying.
yeah, it's good. This is just a weird angle for the glass. All right, just gonna deal with that. Close it so I don't have to look at it. Okay, so the other one, this is the other question. So since I can do that through the webcam thingy, right? I could put the camera source through Google Chat, right? And then you can do whatever you want to my video source more than you can with Zoom, because I watched that guy's Zoom thing about or how to broadcast multiple people out of a Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
And what he was talking about, which is true, you can do it. You have to have the speaker view.
Yeah.
And then you cut out each one of their people's speaker views, right?
Yeah.
But you got to set that up, and you got to make sure that nobody drops and comes back, because if somebody drops and comes back, it rearranges all your windows. So you got to do all your shit goes weird.
I hate it when my shit goes weird.
I hate when my demonetized goes weird.
Yeah. I don't know if that one counts.
If that's an allowable word.
I have no idea. YouTube doesn't tell anybody anything. But
okay. You gotta guess.
But an F-bomb's definitely on the list.
All right. So what we're talking about, Reinvent.
Yeah,
I might get you to go through OBS stuff at the end, but if you want to share your screen and Google Reinvent.
Sure, let's do it. All right, I'm going to.
I haven't done it either, and I'd like to do it.
Exit full screen. Share screen. Let's do desktop 1 just for fun. Okay, I can turn that down now. Boom. I'm going to go over here. Go into this one so I can see my buddy. I'm going to drop you down here into that corner. Make you appear. Oh, that looks just as good as yours. Funny thing is that I was downstairs earlier today, and I had it all perfect. And for some reason, I come downstairs and it's just all bad again.
I think it's the
Okay, there we go.
lighting.
There we go. There we go. That's better. No, the thing is like I'm in a dark basement.
Yeah.
There's nowhere light can get in here. I had
Yeah.
it perfect earlier today,
Oh, in
and
the same spot.
I'm in the exact same position. I left all the lights on and everything,
Yeah,
and
that's weird.
it's kind of like, geez, you look creepy. Oh my God, look at your eyeballs.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to default. Yeah, redo this again.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so
Hang on. Be right back.
yeah, I'll be in this general vicinity.
All right. I can still hear you. My apartment's so small.
Uh, okay. So, oh man.
I haven't previewed Reinvent at all. What I want to do is just sort of see what's on the agenda this year.
Okay. So, wow, this looks super awful. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, he on X Games mode.
We won't tell anybody that this is not the first one. It's just the first one on YouTube.
This is the first one, and
Yeah, correct.
well, the thing that's become made clear is that I need I've got the good green screen. The only thing the microphone's decent, so the sound's okay.
Yeah.
What I'm lacking is lighting. I just need
I
consistent
think
even
that's the
lighting.
key.
Yeah.
That's a key that I don't think anybody really thinks of that.
Yeah, I think about it. I just haven't had a chance to spend the money on it.
Yeah, and that's one of the things is it's probably one of the most expensive parts.
Well, it's not really, but it's I have a thing against paying pandemic inflated prices for stuff off of Amazon because Zoom meetings have become popular.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
got it.
like, so something that would normally cost $80, people are charging $250 for.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll wait till the vaccine comes out and people can suffer through my crappy green screen for a few months as I learn how to do this.
yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
So the one guy that I watched, so I watched because you sent me that first one, right? And then it gets into the gets into what? Hang on. Oh yeah. You send me the green screen and then that thing gets into your feed, right?
Yep.
Um, the thing gets into your feed and then sorry if I screwed up there. Did moving myself screw you up or no?
No, it's fine. No, actually,
Fine.
you
Okay,
look
good.
way better.
Yeah. Okay, good. The
I did.
yeah. So the thing, the green screen thing gets into your feed, right? And then it says best green screen in OBS. And then so there's another one like all the green screen tips come in because the algorithm, the guy Al Gore invented the internet. The
Yep.
algorithm
Sure.
puts that thing in puts that thing in, and then there's a guy who's talking about the secrets to a perfect green screen.
Yep.
And his one was you have to have two sets of lighting. One set of lighting for the green screen and one set of lighting for yourself. And
Well, yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah, and the key light, but for whatever reason,
How do you so
so here I am like on this and I go so I go filters, chroma key, and I go up and then I go that's a little better. Maybe that's better. Maybe that's what I need. That's a little less chunky anyway. Okay. So close. And then I go back to this and it should look a little better. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah.
That looks better. I just needed to make a little tweak.
Oh,
Maybe the electricity runs higher at night. Although the lighting might just be inconsistent. I don't know. I'm but an egg. So
Yeah, well, there might be something to that. I do know that they want certain amperage to the lights so they don't change.
yeah, it's just that's one of the things about like the lights that you can like LED lights that you can buy with a filter on the front of them is they run a consistent color temperature.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
if you buy this, and I have an incandescent fluorescent over there and incandescent fluorescent there, but they're two different types. The one on the left hand side of me is is a little bit more orange than the blue
Yeah.
light, and my ring light in front of me, it can change between the two colors. So right now I
Yeah.
have it more like the light that's on my right hand side. So it's working really good on this side over this way, and
Yeah.
this side of and the other side of my face should be a little bit more orangey, which is
What's
unintentional, but
what's
it
this
looks
what's
fine.
this what's the softbox do?
Softbox just well, it just does what it sounds like. It softens the light. So if you have a
Yeah.
key light and it's really bright on your face, it just spreads the light out by diffusing the light.
Yeah.
Yep,
Right.
that's what you like. Yeah, photographers have them. Like Sid has a giant softbox, so when she takes a flash photo,
Yeah.
it lights the whole subject instead of just having a bright spot. Like for me, you'd have a bright spot on my head up here where I'm all shiny,
Yeah.
but you take a flash, it'll just get my whole face, right?
Yeah. So it makes you, if your picture is being taken, it makes you blink less too, right? Because it's less of a
Well, yeah, it's less
shock.
intense on your eye. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's a fact, Jack. Okay,
All right.
so
So let's
we're
look
here
at
to talk
let's
about
look.
Reinvent.
Yeah, we
Log in
finally
to
got it.
view session catalog.
Yeah. So you registered because
I
it's
did.
free this year. Oh yeah. So it's
I
not
did.
usually free. It's usually in Las Vegas,
Yeah.
and it's usually I don't know the exact price, but it's not cheap. It's a couple $1,000, I think,
Yeah.
uh, two or three. But because this year global pandemic,
Mm.
it everything is virtual, and because everything is virtual, they're making the whole thing free. So Reinvent started, I don't know the exact year, but it kind of doubles every year in its attendance.
Yeah.
So the first year was like 25,000. The second year was 45,000. This year, if it wasn't for the global pandemic, the on-site probably would have been 60 to 70,000, something like that.
Mm.
So the adoption of Reinvent and the popularity is just crazy. But it's kind of a funny story, and I don't know if it's a true story or not. But when Amazon first started, they one of the first years when they did Reinvent,
Mm.
um, they had uh, the Oracle people there, the Oracle Fest, whatever the hell it's called.
Yep.
Uh, and there's a story of uh, Larry Ellison or somebody, and this is why I don't know if it's true or not, sending cabs over to Reinvent to take them away from Reinvent and giving them free admission to the Oracle version. So they're trying to poach attendees. It's like, no, no, Amazon sucks. You got Oracle's still the thing. Amazon sucks. You got Oracle's still going to be the big cloud thing.
Mm.
Back in the early days, and
I could see him doing that.
yeah, yeah. So anyway, that is just kind of funny. Um, popular. Oh, there I am. So, yeah. So Reinvent super popular, super nerdy, nerd fest, and everybody goes there from developers to managers. And Reinvent is when all the new services, new shiny stuff comes out. It's their yearly show and tell.
Yep.
So what's can we just go over this page? I think we just go into the session catalog, but can we just scroll up this page?
Yeah, sure. So there's a couple of
So,
keynotes. Andy Jassy.
so Andy Jassy is the CEO of Amazon Web Services, or
Oh, okay.
president, whatever they call him.
Yep.
Uh, he reports, I believe, directly to Jeff Bezos.
Oh, yeah.
That's how that org chart works.
So his boss is Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
Cool. Good to know. Good to know.
And then he runs everybody else. He runs all of Amazon Web Services. I don't know what the partner keynote is. I don't know who those people are. Scroll down a little more.
Well, it looks like they're AWS partners.
Yeah, I don't know who they are though.
Well, the guy in the suit jacket looks like if you bought Jeff Bezos off of Wish.
Yeah, Doug Hume. By Doug Hume.
Oh,
deep dive.
Sorry, Doug Hume.
Oh, dive deep. See, they changed the wording on us.
Oh man, they saw us coming.
We got so used to deep dive, and they changed it to dive deep.
So dive deep with AWS leaders. Hear directly from AWS leaders as they share the latest advances in AWS technologies, set the future product direction, and motivate you through compelling success stories. Learn more.
Yeah.
Interactive ways to learn. So, that's okay. Let's look at this.
Oh yeah. So, okay, cool. So they have the training and certification deal. Upskill your team at Reinvent. Oh yeah, that's one of the things they do. I don't know how they're going to do it now this year, but in Reinvent they have like test taking centers.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Where you can, if you're studying for an exam, instead of going to the Proctor thing or one of the Reinvent or one of the testing places, you can do them right there. So I think they let you do the betas for free because they want to get feedback on the betas.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if they do them for free, but
so it's over 50 content tracks and multiple language options. This year's Reinvent offers more possibilities than ever. Training and certification. Gotcha. How to reinvent. Should I play this? Oh,
yeah, I might as well.
Share my audio. I don't think when I shared my screen. When you share the screen, you can share the audio, right?
Yeah, so, I think you can do it after.
Can I do it now?
I think so. If you go to your audio settings, you can do share audio.
Share computer sound. There we go. All right, here we go.
Groovy.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome to How to Reinvent. I'm Annie Hancock, Head of Creative and Customer Experiences for our Global Events team. How to Reinvent is the show that helps you get ready for reInvent. Now, obviously this year, reInvent is a little different, and this show isn't going to be about the tips and tricks for how to get around the Vegas campus or where to find the best margarita. But I've still got lots of great content to help you get ready for the event. So one of the biggest things that I'm most proud of is all of the great content that we have for reInvent this year. Starting in week 1, we've got Late Night with AWS, so our very first launch of the week. We've got 5 keynotes happening across the 3 weeks, 18 leadership sessions, and over 500 breakout sessions. Now, one of the things that people have asked me is what's not changing about reInvent 2020? And I would say the content. We didn't change our formula. It's all really still based on giving you access to AWS experts, our customers, and all of the great technical content that you need to do your job. Now, we've also, because we're reInvent, have mixed in some fun, quirky activities to help you have a little downtime across the 3 weeks of the event. We also have areas for communities. So of course, if you've been to reInvent in the past, you know we have opportunities to get together with people who are like-minded. we have that in our virtual platform. So we have the We Power Tech area, where you can talk to people who are really passionate about diversity and inclusion in tech. We've got Builders Fair, where people have built all of these great projects on AWS. We've got areas for startups. We've got areas for people who are just getting started on their AWS journey. And then, of course, areas for developers to come together and share their knowledge. A couple of tips and tricks for navigating the 3 weeks of reInvent. So first and foremost, we're running reInvent on a follow the sun model. So each session has 3 broadcast times. I'll use Andy Jassy's keynote as an example. So Andy's keynote will be live on Tuesday, December 1st at 8 a.m. Pacific. And then if you go into the system, you'll see that there's a rebroadcast at 4 p.m. Pacific, and then another rebroadcast at midnight Pacific. This is obviously to accommodate people around the world. You don't have to pick a time zone, so you can pick whatever time is most convenient for you. My recommendation is that you add 2 times on those can't miss sessions, add 2 of the rebroadcasts to your calendar. That way, if you were sitting down at 8 a.m. To watch Andy's keynote and you had an escalation, your manager called you, there was some email fire that you had to put out, you've already got the 4 p.m. on your calendar and you can watch that rebroadcast. The other thing I would say is, as always, dive into the session catalog. So there are over 500 breakouts, so sort by the topic or the track that you're interested in, add those sessions to your calendar, and then I always say that you should go through and pick some topics that you're less familiar with. So you might have if you're a security person, you might know you want to hone in on some security sessions, but also dive into the session catalog and really dig in and see if there are other topics that you want to learn about. The other thing I would say is really try to block the time over the 3 weeks of reInvent. As someone who has been to hundreds of virtual events in 2020, I think some of the biggest tips that I've seen is really to find the time when the event is happening. We all have the best of intentions. We've signed up for masterclass. We think we're going to do all these things. And when you aren't in the moment, the day-to-day piles up and you don't get to those sessions. So my biggest tip is to really make sure that you're spending some focused time learning. And that way you get the most out of the event. So we've got all of this great content for you. If you haven't already, you can register on the reInvent homepage and then log into the session catalog and start adding things to your calendar. We're really excited to have you join us this year for virtual reInvent. And each week in the platform, you'll be able to see a video that will give you the highlights of this week, the things you can't miss. So stay tuned for those. They'll be on the homepage. Otherwise, we will see you at Virtual reInvent. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so
Thank you, Cleveland.
now what else can we do? View sponsors, get ready for reInvent in 1 day, stay up to date with everything.
That's just the countdown timer.
Yeah, I'm just looking at everything. Sponsorship opportunities.
The email, you're not going to, I don't really follow the emails. I just ignore them. So I think her tip there, which is what I was going to start with, was go log in to view the session catalog. That's a good tip, though, because that happens. What she's talking about happens. I happen to be off all of December.
Well, yeah, not me.
I just like saying it. Sounds like bragging. Just like the sounds of it. But I'm actually going to take off the day or the month, taking the whole month off.
Nice.
But I'm not checking in. I'm not checking my emails. I'm gone. I'm here, but I'm gone.
Oh, well, doesn't look like I can do much.
What's that?
Well, it went into the into here and oh, there it is. So this is my countdown clock. AWS Reinvent, November 30th to December 18th, 20 hours and 56 minutes and 33 seconds. So,
Yeah.
but then I was like, oh, there's nothing to do. But there is. It's right here.
But
It says view sessions.
there is. But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. So, we'll see what's on. Let's see what's on the agenda, shall we?
Yeah. I'll make some suggestions for you too here. You can actually, you make your suggestions, and I'll tell you my opinion of that.
Okay. Okay, AWS late night week one. Kick each week in typical reinvent style with a night of fun entertainment and surprises.
No.
Oh, and then you have your calendar. That won't
Yeah.
be for me.
No.
No, that won't be for me. Learn how
No.
Daniel and Jenny launched cloud careers at Hive. I don't know what that means. I maybe want to look at this one. AWS certification at midnight.
Yeah. I don't know if you really need to do
Nestle
that. You know,
brings supply chain transparency with Amazon managed blockchain. Really?
Oh,
Nestle's
so
in the
that's
blockchain?
that's probably, yeah, everybody's into blockchain now.
Oh, that's
That's
fair.
the new thing. That's the new thing. Like, they're not just using blockchain for Bitcoin anymore. Blockchain is a big thing. What's that?
Fascinating.
Sorry, I'm on call too, so
No, it's okay.
I'm on call. I'm on
do you need-
call. No, I'm good.
Do you need
I
to
just
take it?
I'm gonna be distracted for every once in a while when it beeps.
Yep. So I work
So
for
you
Nestle.
probably don't want to. That's interesting, but probably not interesting enough to.
I worked for Nestle once. I asked them if they knew that Nestle was evil.
Yeah, I know. How'd that work out for you?
I didn't get called back for the next season, but
Yeah.
because they're evil. So one
Yeah,
day I went where I was an audiovisual technician, also at my second job in London, Ontario. So
Yeah.
in the morning, I worked for Nestle, and got off at like 3 p.m. off the shift, and then when I went and worked for Monsanto in the afternoon.
Oh yeah, evil corp.
It was,
Evil corp.
that was my most evil day of work.
Yeah, whatever. The evil corp stuff is something that 20-year-olds say that don't have a pension. When you're looking for a pension and to be set up in your golden years, you love evil corp. Evil corp is great. Evil
Yeah.
corp is the best. Love
Well,
evil corp. Evil
well,
corp #1.
And none of them are actually evil. It's just people
Yeah.
trying to help people. Is all
Yeah.
all
They all
you
do.
know.
They all do not so great stuff.
Well, they're all trying.
Netflix.
The whole point of running a business that people purchase from is to help people. That's the start of it, anyway. Beating out
Yeah.
your competition is where the evil comes in, I suppose.
Yeah. Or getting like Nestle getting the water for cents for however much they get. It's
Well, the
ridiculous.
thing about Nestle is people think Nestle makes chocolate and ice cream, but
Like average.
they are literally the largest food supplier on the planet. If you look at the list of products, like, because I didn't really know that before I worked there, and
Yeah.
I went home and they were like, yeah, just Google it. Look up the Wikipedia list of the foods that we manufacture.
Yeah.
It
Everything.
is you scroll for pages and pages. It's crazy.
So you might be
So
interested in,
people say boycott Nestle, and I go, good luck.
yeah, good luck with that. Boy, that's like boycotting Google.
Yeah.
You might be interested in the game development pipeline one, maybe. Maybe you want to read more.
If it's
Let's read
possible,
more.
I'm going to read more about this one because I wouldn't mind creating games. How's COVID-19 has many game developers asking themselves if it's possible to successfully develop games without returning to a studio. Come listen to Denis Diak discuss Apocalypse Studios' cloud-first approach and explore the components of its game development pipeline on AWS. Learn how to leverage AWS game tech searches like Amazon Lumberyard, Game Lift, while using Lambda, S3, and high-powered G4 instances to power a remote workstation, creating game development pipeline. Well, yeah, I'm sold on that, honestly.
Yeah. So
Calendar,
the G4,
oh.
You want a Google Calendar, don't you?
Yeah, that's what I clicked.
You clicked Outlook. Oh, did you Google? I thought you clicked Google.
Well, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
What
Go
opened?
into Google. Go into Google.
Right. So I'll add that. I don't know why it's taking so long. But that's so weird. Is that just the first? I'm so confused. I don't get to choose the time I go because
I think I don't know what to say.
I have no idea.
You don't want to watch it at that time.
No, but I might be able to replay it, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's that thing that she said. I think view sessions or something. Can you go back to the other one?
Oh, it's right at the top though. I didn't see that before.
Oh, there's probably a follow-up session some other time because you're not going to watch that.
I will be sleeping.
Yeah, if there's another one,
okay,
we'll keep an eye out. So we learned something there. I didn't know that there was times in there and you can't pick. So,
but the thing is like it.
There'll probably be duplicates.
12 a.m. to 3 a.m.
How can we go to? Is there a filter at the top to look at times? Has to be.
Oh yeah, sure. Well, there's dates.
Oh yeah, you want to select dates? Yeah. So
I can select up to the 18th. So I can select them all. I can select my tracks.
All sections.
And then all sessions, and then it's just the.
I think we have feedback. We have feedback for them.
Well, yeah. So select date. Well, let's just do it this way. We'll look at one day.
Yeah.
We'll just do one day.
Yeah.
And see what happens.
Okay, so nothing on that day.
Well, it's just populating.
Oh, okay. All right.
So what's the date today? Is it November 30th today? No, it's Monday. It's tomorrow.
No, 30th is tomorrow.
Okay. So tomorrow, it does look like it's just one thing.
Yeah. So that's like the early get party. That's the getting started party. So no.
I'll add that to my calendar. That's not that late. I might just to see what's going on.
Yeah, well, that's up to you. I wouldn't go, but
it's new
I probably
to me.
should. Yeah, I probably should. Well, see, even if it was new, maybe I wouldn't went when it was new.
Hold on. This is what happens when you use a 5-year-old computer to stream. Okay.
Well, the point of my beginning story was I wouldn't have been doing you such a great favor to give you this computer.
Oh,
I would have been giving you old crap. I would have been giving you old crap thinking I was giving you something that wasn't as old as it is.
I already have an old Linux computer behind this computer. Yeah. It's been sitting there. Like I put it in my brand new box. Okay, so 12 a.m. to 3 a.m.
Yeah, you got to get to a more reasonable time. I think you just got to filter through till you get to a reasonable time.
Well, these are all like that's one of the things why when she said we have over 500 breakouts, like this one here, IoT Greengrass and Amazon SageMaker, that looks like it's in Korean. It says in the bottom right. So that, since I don't speak Korean, yeah,
Try English. Yeah, try English.
they
Type
need.
English.
Well, I don't see. That's the thing. It's just like, I don't see a place to type
So
in
this sucks.
filters.
This sucks. That's up at the top. At the very top. I think you just put it in there and it'll filter it out. So if you just type in English, I think it'll add
Well,
that
maybe,
as a
yeah.
filter.
But one of the things that would be good is to put the time of day based on your time zone, because obviously this is a global event, right?
Yeah.
So if I were
giving them feedback, I agree with that feedback.
Yeah, just one more drop down menu.
Yeah.
For you know.
I don't think it would take them that long to do it, to be honest. Well, that's not a very good filter. That filter sucks.
Well, okay, so
yeah, that doesn't work. Well, this sucks. I wonder if there's a different way to do this.
I don't know.
Or maybe you're supposed to just look during the day at the time, right?
I don't know, but it, like, a lot of people like to go
Plan.
into like I do. I would, like, based on, because I have a full-time job which is unrelated currently to this, so I would like to go, okay, so whatever is happening at 5 p.m. I'll do that, or whatever, or like at my lunchtime. And then
did you have to, when you registered, did you have to email support?
I don't remember. I don't think I had to do anything.
Your registration just worked, yeah. So when I registered, they said if you don't get a blah 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 and this doesn't happen, then email support to activate you. And I had to email support. Yeah, this is crazy.
Like,
this is crazy. So I would actually, I would email support going like, guys, like this needs to be filtered out by time zone so I can select a reasonable time. One more filter on here, and I don't think it's that hard to do.
Yeah, well, and especially if you're, I understand people speak Japanese and Korean over here too, but I don't.
Yeah.
So I don't need to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then like, regardless of the language, 12 till 12:30 a.m. my time. Yeah, it's weird.
But you want to do a little test?
Sure.
Do you want to email support?
For.
You want to email support and see if they actually respond to you, number one, and if they actually change it, number two, and how long it takes to change it. Because these things are all serverless and cloud-based, right?
Yeah.
So us sending a suggestion for an improvement shouldn't be that hard for them to do.
Yeah, well, I'll have a look at it and see what I can do. I'll try and get into my Gmail here.
I think it's just compose a good, a
well-worded. Search the web. No, I don't want to search the web. I want to search my email. Why do you think I went into my email? You knobs. Okay. You knobs.
New kids on the block.
Woohoo! I've read all the messages in my yeah. No, I haven't. No reply. Registration complete. Well, let's look at this.
That's your. Oh, is that me?
Yeah, that's weird. Invitation to edit. Oh, I think that was an invitation that you sent me to go to.
Oh, that was a long time ago. It was like
Okay.
the first one.
Anyway, instead
Hang
of
on,
doing.
let me see if I can find it, because they had to email me, so I'll send you the email address. Things like support. Oh, it might be on there. Yeah. Can you contact them on that page at the bottom? Is there any way to just Twitter and shit, right? Hang on.
Well, but I can tweet at them. You can send them a tweet and go, hey. That might be the most effective way.
Probably, actually, yeah. I don't have a Twitter account, so yeah.
Ah. Came in. Oh, wait. Okay, excuse me. Pardon me. Let's just see. I'm gonna do it. Go ahead. Hey, dear jerks.
Jerk faces. Can I speak to
No.
your supervisor?
No. What would Dale Carnegie would roll over in his grave hearing me speak like that? Dear jerks, allow me to be hearty in my approbation and lavish in my praise.
There you go.
Bum 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 bum. Oh my god.
Okay, so what's our issue here? What's our major malfunction?
What is our major malfunction? Let me be clear. Hey, did you hear Joe Biden broke his ankle?
No.
Yeah, he was walking his dog. Okay, shoot. So, tweet. Twitter.com/AWS Cloud.
I think just the quickest, most factual. Like, we don't need to do anything. Do the at AWS Reinvent. Does it just take you to? Oh yeah, there you go. AWS Cloud.
Okay.
I don't know what you'd say. Your filters leave a little bit to desired on your shelf, and you need a couple more filters, like my time zone.
Yeah.
And my language.
Yeah. Okay.
You drop down of language. You drop down the languages and a drop down for time zones on your session catalog, please, and thank you. I think that's all I need.
Yeah, I'm just getting the forever circle of doom here. Well, I'm trying to this thing. I don't know, dude. Like, come on.
You're giving up on this.
Well, I'm thinking about just doing a force quit on Chrome here because it's not responding. There you go. All right. Let's try that again. Let's try that again.
I don't see any. I must have deleted them.
Any emails?
Yeah. I must have deleted them once I got registered, just as part of the cleanup.
No, just no. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh. Yeah, my... Oh, is that ever crazy? I don't know if
Crazy.
that's actually happening or not.
What? Which one?
Just show my Hi, Archer.
Hi.
What? Which one?
Just show my Hi, Archer.
Hi.
Well, I'm showing a huge rendering lag on like missed frames on.
I can't hear.
No, you can't hear because it's in my earpiece. There's Uncle Scott.
Frame?
Come here.
I
Come here.
came here to
Come wave at
tell
him.
you something.
What happened?
Zoe hit me twice.
Okay, I'll give her a timeout tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Are you eating chocolate?
No.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's just candy.
I'm sorry you got hit. Okay, now go upstairs and you be nice to your sister. Okay.
But I'm not gonna play with her and...
That's a good idea. Just don't play with her anymore. Okay.
Okay, I want one. I'll just take this car instead.
Okay, you can take that car. I'll see you later. Unless you want to play quietly right there, that's fine too.
Stop. Go.
All right.
Stop.
Okay. Okay, Gabagoo.
Stop. Go. Stop. Go. Stop. Go. Stop. Go.
Oh, yeah.
Stop. Go. Stop. Go. Stop. Go. Stop. Go. Stop. Go.
Archer, go upstairs.
That's not quite.
Archer.
Oh.
I gave him the dad.
The look, and the arms on the chair.
Yep. He bolted upstairs.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was looking for. I think it. Come in.
So I don't like social media support.
Well, I would just like to be able to type something onto my computer and have it respond to me.
Oh, that's not good. Your Bluetooth stop again? Using a Bluetooth keyboard?
No. Okay. So here we are.
All right.
Well, first of all, I'm going to follow
rules. And this means that through machine learning, everybody has access to an expert. Everyone has access to the type of expertise that allows artificial intelligence to be able to predict diseases earlier in the stage so they can be treated earlier, to be able to run clinical trials more efficiently, to be able to bring drugs to market more quickly, to be able to drive and learn the skills to be able to autonomously navigate the roads and deliver goods more safely and more efficiently, and to be able to use an expert's view to improve the world. In this case, improve agriculture using computer vision to monitor and improve the fisheries in Norway. Now, one of the things you might expect machine learning and artificial intelligence to be excellent at is to be able to connect the dots between abstract concepts and take the next creative leap. to be able to tie these concepts together and create something entirely new. But until very, very recently, this has just been out of reach for all but the most sophisticated machine learning systems. It's simply been too hard for machine learning algorithms to take that creative step and generate something which has never been seen before. One approach that very recently broke new ground is called generative networks, or generative AI. And the MIT Technology Review recently described this as one of the most promising advances in artificial intelligence in the past decade. It's incredibly exciting. It allows artificial intelligence to be able to not just learn from example and experience that humans would have, but to be able to connect the dots and take the next creative step to create things which are completely new. And the promise of generative AI is to be able to completely reimagine and rethink how pretty much everything works. In this example, a simple construction piece has been reimagined using generative AI so that it takes 75% less volume and weighs 40% less, just using a generative approach. So here on the right-hand side, a machine learning system has been able to work with a human to create something entirely new. We also see this with things like antenna design, with these amazing organic structures. Here, an antenna was designed to be twice as receptive as when it was designed just by humans. We see it with things like space exploration. Here, NASA worked on space exploration vehicles which are materially lighter and materially stronger to go even further through Mars into Saturn and Jupiter. They can go further because they've been designed in ways that humans can't do on their own. We also see it with things like dentistry. A customer on AWS is doing this today. A company called Glidewell is designing better anatomical crowns for teeth and then 3D printing them in their lab using their robots and getting them into patients' mouths within hours. Incredibly exciting. Some people even believe that generative AI can be used to create what some people call the pinnacle of human creativity and generate entirely new music. The challenge is that as developers who are really excited about machine learning want to get up and running with these new generative approaches, they just run into a brick wall. These are extremely complex approaches. There's complex data structures, complex algorithms, and there's multiple different neural networks that need to be orchestrated seamlessly in order for this to be able to work. It's incredibly complicated. And so while some start with looking at the academic literature, they find it really hard to take what they learn and apply it to real-world problems. And this is holding back generative AI from the hands of everyone. At AWS, it is our mission to put machine learning in the hands of as many developers as possible. And so we asked ourselves a simple question. Can we give developers the keys to generative AI? And so it is my pleasure to make the first launch of Reinvent 2019. Please make some noise for AWS Deep Composer, the world's first musical keyboard powered by generative AI.
Freaking laser beams.
So let's take a closer look. Deep Composer is a physical keyboard. It is a 32-key, 2-octave keyboard, which is powered using generative AI. We've got some nice features right on the device. It's got recording and playback features. We've also got some extra features right on the keyboard so that if you aren't musically inclined, such as myself, we have features such as automated chords, so you can press one key and get an entire chord, or arpeggiators, where you can play a series of notes, and then the keyboard itself will play those notes in a sequence, along with octave adjust, tempo, and volume, and everything that you'd expect. And the way that this works is you provide Deep Composer a simple melody, here presented on the right-hand side of the slide. Each one of those light blue lines is a key pressed down and a length of time. And we send that melody up to the Deep Composer models running up on AWS. And Deep Composer uses these generative AI techniques to automatically fill in the rest of the song. So we create all of the accompaniment to complete the rest of the song, including guitar pieces, bass, synths, drums, in a remarkable diversity of different genres. So with just a simple piece of input from your keyboard, Deep Composer will create the rest of the song for you. We've also gone ahead and built this directly into the AWS Management Console. So as you're waiting for your code to compile, you can just jump in and start generating your own music. So we have a virtual keyboard which has all the same capabilities built right into the console. So we have a number of different generative models that we've created. We've gone ahead and created a rock model, so you can create your own rock songs, pop, jazz, classical, and using SageMaker and through the workshops that we're running here this week, we'll show you how to create your own generative models using these approaches. So with that, and with no pressure, I'd like to give you a real-world demo. Okay, just me and 10,000 of my closest friends. No pressure. So I have a Deep Composer keyboard here. And what I'm going to try and do is play a simple melody. We'll send that melody up to the cloud and we'll generate a complete song. All right, no pressure. Here we go.
Yeah, that was actually Ode to Joy.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and send that to our rock generative model. In about less than a second, we'll go ahead and we'll generate all of the accompaniments. So here we have a guitar, bass, synth, and drums. Let's go ahead and have a listen. Not too shabby. So let's take a look at what's going on under the hood. So generative AI is a little different from all other machine learning approaches in that it uses two networks which train each other. So one of them is called the generator model. One of them is called the discriminator model. And the generator model is the model that generates the music. And the discriminator model is the model which tries to provide feedback on whether that music is good or bad, so that the generator can get better at generating it and the music will sound better. So one way to think about this is that the generator is a lot like an orchestra. It can play music, anything that you want. And the discriminator is a lot like a conductor. It can take music, it can provide its own interpretation, and critically, it provides feedback to the generator, to the orchestra, on how to play and how to improve. And so while we're training these models, the generator goes ahead and plays its music in this beautiful, intricate machine learning dance, and the discriminator provides feedback on what to improve and how to improve as it goes. And you let this continue round and around and around, thousands of times a minute inside the computer, and eventually you're able to produce exquisite music such as we just heard. So what we've done is we've gone ahead and we've used this exact approach to pre-train a collection of models. Those models look like the rock model, the jazz model, the pop model, and the classical model. If we can go back to the slides. And as I mentioned, we'll run you through how to train your own model using your own music, how to process that data, how to build the algorithm, and how to orchestrate this exquisite dance. Now, one of the things that you may be familiar with that we like to do at AWS is before we release a new service, we like to run a private beta to get feedback from customers. And we did a very special private beta in the case of Deep Composer. It was very limited. We had just one participant. And we wanted to ask the question, could a real musician with real talent, far more than me, use this to create a new song? And so we contacted a friend of ours. His name is Jonathan Coulton. And we worked with Jonathan Coulton to build and train a model and then create an entire song. So Jonathan selected 600 songs based on different genres that he thought would be interesting. We trained a generative model using those songs. He provided some melodies for us. We used that melody and generated all the accompaniments exactly as you've just seen. Then he took that, he added a little bit of guitar and some lyrics, and he wrote the first hybrid AI-human pop acoustic collaboration. And I'm delighted to give you the world premiere of that tonight. Please welcome Jonathan Coulton.
You can play it?
Uh,
I think he's gonna play it.
Thank
Yeah, he's
you.
gonna play
So this song is a cautionary tale. It's a science fiction short story about collaborating with an artificial intelligence.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I wrote a song with a robot in Vegas. Now I'm a brain in a jar. Started a band with some robots in Vegas. One could play the MIDI guitar. We had some hits and we got pretty famous. Finally I made up my mind to sell out the humans and stay with the band. Leave my body behind. Fancy hotels make me feel alright. Sometimes I try to forget. I dream of balls
I think we're bailed.
every night.
Huh?
I just can't live with regret. And the empty streets remind me maybe it's time that I moved on.
I think you don't have to watch the rest.
Robots come to
Get the idea.
find me, me in my
Okay.
jar.
there you go.
Yeah, that's
Well,
where I
that's cool.
bailed. So what I was thinking though, I don't remember what I thought this was, but I watched this last year and I got to the exact same point where he started to sing and then I bailed. But I was thinking for the non-copyright stuff,
Yeah.
if you put your own melody in there, if you're doing like a podcast thing and you just want some uncopyrighted music,
Yeah,
you
just make your own.
Just throw some little piano things in there, and it looks like you don't even need the piano. You can just use your keyboard with the console, and yeah, just generate your own little snippets. So you'd have your own studio artificial intelligence band. I don't know if they would show it. You gonna go look at it?
Well, yeah, I was thinking about doing it. There we go.
Yeah, let's go look at it.
Because why not?
Sure. I'd like to know how much it costs. Not the machine, but the service. SageMaker is a machine learning model training thing. Yeah, that's why it says learn about all machine learning with Amazon SageMaker. Remove the heavy lifting from ML process and build ML models quickly and easily. You learn that stuff. See, got myself there. Learn that stuff and you become a machine learning specialist. And just being able to say that I'm a machine learning specialist increases your income by 40%. No, I don't know. That's true or not.
Pardon me.
No.
Imagine my embarrassment.
No. I got really into machine learning a few months back and then put it on my work goals list and then never looked at it again. I think I might do that on my off time. I'll probably do the machine learning track for Reinvent. So because of Reinvent, I'm not getting the full month off, but I'm taking the month off of work to focus on future work, I guess.
Well, on Reinvent, right?
Reinvent.
And regardless, authenticator.
I know it's weird. I find machine learning really interesting until I'm forced to do it, and then I lose interest.
That, my friend, is what you call human nature.
Yeah. But why? Because when I talk about it, I still like it.
Well, like I like martial arts, but
Yeah.
I haven't done it in years. Like Sid was going, you should talk to the neighbor because he's got the words Prodigy Martial Arts on the back of his van. Like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
I
We've
don't,
been through that.
been there, done that. I'm not gonna get into a fight anytime soon. I might bring Archer, but
See,
I
that's the funny.
yeah, go on.
That's the funny thing. That's kind of when I stopped going, was when they were doing the thing and they were explain your black belt stuff. And one of the guys there, Jason Fowler, actually talked to him on LinkedIn the other day or a few months ago.
Yeah, I was thinking. He's been popping in my head recently. He's a decent guy.
He worked at MongoDB, which was a place that I was looking at working, and I asked him what it was like, because I looked at everybody and
Hi, Zoe.
look. Oh,
Come here, baby. You want to say hi?
Yeah.
Say hi.
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 bye.
Hi.
He said hi back. You just can't hear him. He's saying hi.
That's the bedtime. It's the bedtime look.
Yeah, look tired. Archer, come here. Come here. You can say.
It's too loud, right?
Yeah, it's too loud. Say hi to Uncle Scott, Archer.
Hi, Uncle Scott.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's time for you kids to go to bed. Okay. You need to go upstairs. Okay. You kids have a good night. Okay. Give me a hug, Archer. Give me a hug. And a big smooch on my cheek right here. Right here. Oh, thanks, buddy.
Ow! I just wanted to turn your level.
No, you go upstairs. It's bedtime. It's past 8 o'clock already.
Yeah, that's my bedtime.
Okay. So we're looking at benefits and features, a creative way to learn machine learning. Oh, it's a good idea, honestly.
Yeah. So this is kind of what
You'll be charged based on your usage. There are no
Yeah.
minimum fees or upfront costs. Your monthly AWS billing statement will show a charge from Deep Composer when you use it to train models and generate music compositions known as inference based on an hourly rate. To get you started.
Oh Jesus! Look at that.
What?
Sorry. No,
It
I'm past
it-
it. I'm on the third sentence.
It provides a 12-month free tier for first-time users, so you can try it by generating new music. Deep Composer also includes a 30-day free trial that includes enough usage to train your first models and create new musical compositions for submission to the Generative AI Talent Show. You can order AWS Deep Composer keyboard for $99.
That's cheap.
Availability, for selected countries will be announced later. You can access Deep Composer console from the U.S. East North Virginia region in the console.
So yeah, generate in the console. So if you click on getting started, I don't know if you want to click on getting started or not, but I think you got to
Get started?
Get started. Yeah. We'll back out of it if it looks like it's going to cost anything.
So then, like, if you did want to get into machine learning, so this would be the entry level, and then you have Deep Racer and Deep Lens, which is
Yeah, that's
related
correct.
services. It's interesting.
Yeah, and so what this does, so I've gone through a little bit about it because I started doing the machine learning specialty,
Yeah.
and so there's a few things that are together. There's artificial intelligence and
Yep.
machine learning go together.
Yep.
Big data is also part of machine learning. They all kind of circle over each other a little bit.
Yeah.
But there's all kinds of different training models that you need to learn about. And the thing about machine learning and artificial intelligence is it's been around since the 60s.
Well,
It's been
sure.
around for a long time. But it's always been in the hands of universities and stuff because they were the only ones that had the computers big enough to
Yep.
run these things.
Yeah.
And now with cloud-based stuff, that's taken that out of the university labs, and you can spin up things at the same level and tear them down. So all the cloud benefits you can do for compute are also the same benefit that you can do for machine learning. But yeah, this is a really cool way to just learn some basic stuff. So click on models on the left menu there. It's probably just a list of the models that they have, but I'm just wondering if you can see an example. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so you can see some. So click on the rock one.
It's AWS. Okay. Discriminator and generator loss over time.
Yeah. So
this is generator loss. And this is discriminator loss. Note that the discriminator loss curve has a different y-axis than the generator loss curve.
Yeah. I don't know what an epoch is. It's a cool name though. Let's click on the generated samples.
Where do you see that?
No.
Oh, here.
Generated samples above that, yeah. What's this one? Pitch use, pitch classes, empty bar rate, polyphonic rate, scale ratio rate. Oh, you know who'd love this crap? Perry's brother. Or he would either love it or he'd hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He might hate it actually. Because music should just be a human thing. That's cool. What's Chartbusters? On the left.
Chartbusters is a competition for developers to create compositions using Deep Composer to compete in a monthly challenge win prizes.
Yeah.
You can now pick an input melody and extend it beyond 8 bars by up to 20 seconds to create an original piece of music using the newly launched Transformers technique.
Transformers, yeah. Got Transformers.
More than meets the ear.
All right, let's go back to the other thing. I didn't want to do
Please.
Deep Composer.
Please stand by.
Oh, there's the piano thingy. Does it play if you hit a key?
So okay, so if I go GJL.
Trying to do a C. I don't know if you can do that.
Hang on, I'm trying to see something. So
Mine's
let's
two
go
key.
back over. It actually did a chord.
Yeah, I know. There you go. There you go.
Let's see. Just trying to figure this out here. Nope. Anyway, you get the point. I'm trying to do Lean on Me.
Yeah, I know. I heard it. I was what's that thing?
Huh?
What's the app? I knew it. I knew what you were going after.
What app?
On the second note. What's the app? Shazam. My internal Shazam was telling that was Lean on Me.
Yeah.
As soon as you got to the second chord, I'm like, oh, I didn't know this stuff.
Yep. I see I'm talented as ever.
That's kind of neat. I'm sure there's all kinds of free digital pianos, but it's kind of neat.
So you don't even really need to get it because I have a keyboard right here in front of me.
Yeah.
OZBN. That's weird.
I don't know why. I'm not sure why. Not sure why. Well, it's $100. People would get it just because it's $100, and it's a machine learning
Well,
AI thing.
it would definitely be easier to be inputting this than the computer, because if
Yeah.
you look at ZBN, like on the bottom, because doing the GJNL
Yeah.
for this sound
Yeah.
is pretty easy. Now, if I want to do slash
Yeah.
slash C
Good.
and N.
Oh, yeah.
Slash,
It's a little bit of yeah.
not easy.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Anyway, go back to the YouTubes. We'll do some more. We'll look at some more. That's pretty neat, though.
Yeah, I'm fascinated. Well, just doing these streams, like learning so much about AWS.
Yeah. So
on the
when you
surface, at least.
So when you first thought, so when I first started sharing the AWS stuff with you, did you think you would be playing piano?
Nope. No, I did not.
Yeah. So that's the weird part. That's the weird part, because everybody thinks, oh, killed it. Yeah, just end it. I think your JavaScript is not gonna like you. But yeah, there's so many weird things in there that you wouldn't expect. So the other one, actually, that's kind of interesting, in that game one, they were talking about the G4 instances. So the G4 instances, I believe, are the ones that are built on the NVIDIA GeForce video card thing. So it's all about video processing. It's like the instance that you get for video game processing for graphics. It's like the graphically intense CPU intensive thing. So it's, I think it uses the NVIDIA CPU through the the hypervisor. Somebody was telling me about it, and one of the ones for gaming specifically is it doesn't send the actual video. It sends a pixel map to the computer, and then the computer reconstructs it.
Oops.
So you're not actually sending the video, you're sending a little piece of data, instructions to create the video on the other side.
Huh. Okay.
Bam. That's us. Bam.
Yeah. One watching. Guess who it is?
I think it's you.
Yep. So there was a guy on here that you should
wait a
check.
second.
There's a guy on here that you should check out.
Yeah.
I'll just bring him up quick. So
Network check.
yeah. I got my coworker. This guy.
Oh yeah.
And I just saw a video on the right hand side when we were watching that video. See if I can bring it up. One thing that he's done that I'm probably going to do for my kids is build them Linux desktops.
This
out of a Raspberry
is day
4.
0 of my free.
Oh yeah. You know that they make an all-in-one one now, right?
Yeah, that's the Raspberry
nice.
Pi. That's the Raspberry Pi 4.
Yeah, the 4 comes with the keyboard in it. Or the keyboard comes with the Raspberry Pi in it, however you want to say.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. What's this one? Did you watch this? This
No,
one?
I'm just trying to load one simple thing that I just saw, but my computer's
This is day zero
my
of my
computer's being
free
an asshole today,
CCNA course.
as you know. Because what I wanted to do.
You want to make a beard?
What's that?
You want to make a beard? Is that's the guy's name? Network Chuck? Yeah, I like that.
Network Chuck. So here it is. That's what I was trying to look for. It's this one. He posted this 3 months ago.
Oh yeah.
Still learning AWS now with my new course, and I'll play this and see how long we want to get into it. I don't mean to steal his content, but
you leave his thing up there, Network Chuck.
yeah. Well, this Network Chuck, and I was like the reason why my coworker was suggesting him was because he's good and he's compelling. He's got good introductions. He's good at talking to the camera. He's doing everything right. He's got his logo there, and he's got content that I'm interested in. And even in spite of that, I'll try restarting my device. Sure. Yeah. Like I haven't. I am the greatest thing about Sid's photography business is that she's able to contribute equal half, like, to the household. So that means I'll means I'll be able to buy a new computer shortly.
Yeah. I want to get my wish list. I have to be careful now. I think I'm gonna ease up on getting back into the credit thing because
don't do it. Get Visa debit.
Yeah.
Tangerine provides that now.
No, I ordered one. I don't know. It's not here yet, but I got a gray one instead of orange one. It's probably the more popular one. But I can sort of feel it because I bought a Dyson. Right?
I heard those things suck.
I see what you did there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, so I bought it and it was way too much money. It was $477 with $200 off on the Black Friday deal.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been waiting for like 2 years to get it. So
yeah,
it seems like a lot of money, but like if I've been saving up for 2 years, I would have had it, right? But there's a whole bunch of things like that I've been holding off for 3 years to buy. And I just can feel the wrong thing to do is to get like the line of credit and buy all that stuff. Oh, I got that Debbie Travis thing on Audible. I bought her book, the debt-free one.
Who?
Debbie, not Debbie Travis. What's her name?
Galvez Oxlade?
Gail, yeah. Gail. Till death do us part. Sure. I was close to her name.
Yeah, well, you said the title of her book, and I saw it was available on Audible the other day, so...
I got it for free. It was like some deal. They had it for free. And I have the book, but I haven't read the whole thing.
I also have the book.
Yeah, you read more of it than I did. You're the one that suggested it. That's why I bought it. And then I saw it was on Audible, so I got it because it was free. It's part of the deal with something else. So I bought it and I started listening to it the other day. And it's about getting yourself out. Right, what I've listened to so far is getting yourself out of the situation. And I did the radical thing. So I've gotten myself out of it. Now I'm in the make sure you don't get yourself back in it thing.
Let's see if I can do this. This is infuriating. Okay, now everything seems to be loading better.
Yeah.
You need to learn AWS right now. If you're in IT, you've got to learn the cloud. And AWS is the biggest player out there. But why? Well, why do you need to learn the cloud? We'll cover that. And also in this video, we're not going to waste time. You're going to get started with AWS today. We're going to get your account set up on AWS. It's free. And then I'll walk you through setting up a virtual machine in the cloud. Now here's why you need to learn this right now.
Sorry, I can't hear you. What'd you say?
He's got good sound.
Oh, okay.
Quality sound, and he made a little circle of himself.
The cloud.
He did
basically someone else's computer. And in this case, this computer belongs
yeah,
to
and
Amazon.
he's got them.
Amazon has a ton of computers, a ton of servers, and they said, hey, guys, if you want to use our stuff, we'll let you. I mean, you have to pay us for it. But hey, come use our stuff. And a ton of companies did that. And they're currently doing that. Instead of buying their own servers, which can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars, even millions, they're basically renting Amazon's servers. Companies move their IT infrastructure to the cloud for a variety of reasons, cost being one of them. But it also gives them a ton of freedom. You see, Amazon has endless resources. If a company needs to expand rapidly, and they don't have the cash to buy a ton of servers to grow,
That's cheap.
Amazon does. Plus, they have a ton of cool features in the cloud that you
What's that?
That's cheap.
Yep.
10
would
bucks
not have
for
in your
this
own
course.
data center. More and more companies are moving their stuff to the cloud. And this is why they need you. They need skilled IT people, people who know AWS, to help them move their stuff to the cloud. And once it's there, they need help managing it. This is why AWS, the cloud, is one of the hottest IT skills you can get right now. Don't take my word for it. Check it out. A LinkedIn article, the top skills companies need most in 2020. What do they say? Number 1 is blockchain, but coming in at number 2, cloud computing. An article from Business Insider, the top 20 tech skills that employers want. Let's see what they say. Coming in behind Python at number 3, Linux at number 4, JavaScript, and then number 6, Amazon Web Services. And then Global Knowledge says the 10 most important IT skills for 2019. I know it's 2020, but this still applies. Coming in at the top of the list, cloud computing. Are you convinced?
Yeah.
Well, maybe you're not. Check this out. According to the DICE Tech Salary Report, a cloud engineer, on average, makes $128,000 a year.
Oh, man.
That's a lot of money. So where should you start?
You listening?
Good jip.
Yep.
We're going to have an outrage.
How can you start learning? Get certified. There are 2 certifications I want you to consider. First is the AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner. This is a entry-level cert if you're just fresh, new to cloud. If you don't know anything about cloud or you're really, really new to IT, this will be great for you. Now, if you're already in IT and you've at least heard of the cloud, I would recommend the next level. It's a mouthful, the AWS Certified Solutions Architect Associate. This certification will get your foot in the door as a cloud admin. In fact, my brother Cameron switched from being a network engineer to a cloud engineer by getting this certification. Now, if you want to get that certification, I just released a course. I teamed up with Anthony Sequeira and David Bombal. We actually just launched the course today, so if you want to check it out, I got a link below. And right now, it's only $10 for a limited time. So get it while you can. Now, I don't know about you, but when I first started
August
learning
14th, 2020.
I just want to get my hands dirty. I just want to do it. Well, that's what we're doing right now. We're going to set up an AWS account on their free tier. And then we're going to walk through setting up a virtual machine in the cloud. Let's do it real quick. Go ahead and fire up that web browser, and we'll navigate to aws.amazon.com. Start building on AWS today. Okay, I'll do that. At the top right.
Yeah, I want to do that. That's called a mask. That circle mask.
Yeah.
That's that's cool.
Click on Create an AWS account. Again, it's free. Don't worry about it. And check this out. You can't beat this. 12 months of free tier access. Just a ton of cloud goodness you can start working with right now for a year. So let's do it. Put your stuff in there and click Continue. I love that they have a personal option because they know people like us will be trying this stuff out. So hit Personal or select Personal and then click Create Account and Continue. Credit card? What? Don't be scared off by this. They're not going to charge you. Not unless you want them to. This is just in case you go crazy. As long as you stay within the free tier, you'll be fine. They'll ask for your phone number so you can verify that you're a person with a phone number. And once you've verified you're a person, click Continue. Support plan, you want free. Select free. And from here, we're going to click Sign into the console right here at the top right. You are now signing into the cloud. Yes. When you sign in, select root user. You are the root user. And put in your email address you used to sign up with. And your password. And we're in. Okay, let's do this. This won't take long, I'm telling you, and it's really cool. We're going to scroll down until we see Launch a Virtual Machine with EC2. Select that. Now, as far as what type of virtual machine, you have options. As you scroll through this, you can do Amazon Linux, Red Hat, SUSE or SUSE, Ubuntu. And when you're focused on free, look for this, free tier eligible. You know you're safe if you select that image. Now, the one I want to use is the Amazon Linux version, so I'll scroll back up to the top here and select this first guy. And here we have different sizes. If you scroll down, what we want is already selected. The T2.micro free tier eligible, perfect. But I want you to notice something. As we scroll down, there's a lot of different sizes. Like, look at this big boy, the T2.2X large. You've got 8 virtual CPUs, 32 gigs of RAM. That's the beauty of the cloud. We can go huge to accommodate what you want, or what you need. But anyways, we want the T2.micro already selected. We'll click Review and Launch. It's going to give you a quick summary of what you did, and we'll go ahead and click Launch, because we're moving fast. Now, this part's important. If you want to connect to your virtual machine or your Amazon Linux box from your own computer, you'll need to set up a private public key pair. It's how you authenticate. Where you normally use a username and password, we're going to use a private key public key pair to authenticate you. Now, if we try to choose an existing key pair, we'll select this. We don't have one. No big deal. We can create one right now real quick. So click Create a New Key Pair. I'll name mine the Key Master, and I'll download the key pair. It's going to download the private key. And you want to save that somewhere safe, because again, that's what you'll use to authenticate when you connect to this device or this virtual machine. And then that's it. As we scroll down, we'll click Launch Instances, and boom. It's going, it's doing it. And yeah, that was it. If we select this link right here, this random string of letters and numbers, it'll take us to our EC2 instances, and it shows us, hey, it's still building. So we're going to wait here for a moment. And it's done. Okay, here we go. So how do we connect to it? All we have to do is right-click it. So right-click your little instance here and click Connect. Easy enough, right? We have 3 options, but because we're moving fast, we're going to focus on the 3rd option here, Connect via our browser. The username will default to what it was set up with. Perfect. And we'll click Connect. And that was it. Check this out. I'm in there. I'm in the cloud. And that was it. If you want to close this out, you can actually delete this virtual machine pretty easy. Just right-click this. Go to instant state. You can stop it, reboot it, or just terminate it, and it just makes it go away. So terminate. Sorry for that. Yeah, I want to terminate it. Yes, go ahead. That's simple. You just set up a cloud account in AWS. That's amazing. And not only that, but you set up a virtual machine in the cloud. Now, there's a lot more you can do, and you will find that out. But this is step 1, getting you started. You may have noticed that I went quick. I didn't show you any of the settings or any of the cool things and knobs you could turn, but that's the fun part. And as you go deeper into AWS, you will learn that stuff. So let me know below if you're able to do this, if you set up an AWS account and you launched your virtual machine. And if you want to keep going down this path, if you want to dig deep and learn more and become AWS certified, check out our course below. We take you deeper. Well, guys, you need to learn the cloud. It could be AWS, it could be Azure, it could be Google Cloud. It should be all 3. Once you learn one cloud, it's pretty easy to pick up the others. But the point is, just start learning this stuff because it's the future. You want to future-proof yourself. Well, anyways, that's all I got. If you like this video, like it. It helps with the algorithm. And if you haven't already subscribed, then what are you doing? Subscribe.
Fine.
Come, you haven't subscribed yet.
Well, because I did it on my phone at work, and I remembered the guy's name because it's easy to remember. But now I've liked and subscribed. And I'm going to look, we'll get back to Reinvent in a second, but I just want to look if he's still offering the course on Udemy. Udemy.
Yeah.
I don't know, where does it say the money? Oh, it's $13.99. Well, network truck's probably American, so that would be the exchange rate.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that I don't know if you're ready for that yet, Corey.
Oh, that's the next. That's for the architect associate. So I'll skip it, but it's just interesting.
It's interesting. So actually, can you pull up Google and type Exam Pro? Exam Pro or YouTube Exam Pro?
Oh yeah, well, I'd love to.
Oh, it's frozen again.
It's probably from leaving my computer on all day because it's the front of it's hot. The great thing about having an iMac in the basement I'm working in is that it doubles as a space heater.
So I've told you this before. I actually put my take those ice packs that you have to put on your wounds and stuff, the heat and cold packs.
Yeah.
And I put it underneath my MacBook, and it actually cools it down. It's hilarious. Only lasts for a while though.
Well, like it or not, they are Apple or Linux or PC, they are electronic devices that are running circuit boards using electricity. So
and they run heat.
Of course they're going to get hot. But like the iMac is crazy, like how hot it gets. But I guess it's
Yeah.
because they're trying to make it look thin. So
Yeah, there's no. So I was actually looking at on eBay, just a heatsink board, like a cutting board, like
yeah,
just a heat. And I found one on eBay for like $50 or something, and
hmm
I almost got it, but I'm like, I don't have to. I'm not paying for this thing. So if the CPU burns out on it because it's running too hot, that's not my problem. When it burns out, they'll just give me a new one. Right?
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you're waiting. So if you're waiting for your computer to do stuff, we might as well just talk about that. What do you think? I think about that.
What do I think about what?
The video that we just watched. What do you think that I think about that?
I think that you think that he was speaking 100% truth,
Yeah, he's spitting fire.
and I think he's right. Like I've seen him say a lot of things, like you need to do this and you need to do that, and so far, I've agreed with everything he said.
Yeah,
He's
and he even so. Even if we don't go into, I'm kind of mad actually that average salary thing. I got to find out where that is because I'm gonna have to have a talk with somebody.
well, average salary in the U.S. is 128, especially, which would be
Yeah,
150K.
exactly. Yeah, so they're I'm gonna have a talk with somebody because they're getting a hell of a deal here. 'Cause that with us third country northern rates. Anyway,
Yeah.
so so I agree with everything in there. He said, the other one that is new to me, which I kind of knew, but I didn't know until I started doing it. Once you learn one cloud, all of the other clouds are easy to learn.
Well, I like, and me just trying to learn about it and do a basic certification. When we did that Zero Tutorial Dojo,
Yeah,
and I was actually getting answers from it
yeah,
based on my pre-existing knowledge from the
yeah,
other courses.
yeah.
You know,
So I'm pretty sure that you could, for Google, you could almost have any cloud course just for cloud concepts,
yeah,
right? And the first ones are all the infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, all that stuff,
yeah,
right? That stuff. And that's the same for all clouds. So Google Cloud, Azure Cloud, probably 20% of the beginner exams you can get just by learning one. If you know one, you know them all.
All right. So let's go back to AWS Reinvent. Oops, 2019. See if anything pops up on the Google.
2020 would be interesting too, just to see if they have anything
Sure.
previous.
Some news. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, also, because I'm on DuckDuckGo. So I want to use the big boy here on. Oops. Let's see what Google has to say about this. Swag. Yeah, how do you get swag?
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one for. What's the agenda? We didn't go to the agenda. Maybe try the agenda.
Yeah, I believe we did. Oh, the Americas.
Oh, here we go.
I think this is what what we were looking for.
Yeah. They'll probably say, hey, look at the agenda. Yeah, here we go. This looks way better.
Okay. So week 1 agenda.
You could probably change this. You could change this to your time zone too, right? Because this is going off of my time zone for whatever reason.
Yeah, even though. Okay, so Oh no, it looks like the three
Oh,
times
okay.
are. It's just divided by those time zones. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Fine. Be that way.
But you still should be able to search the sessions by time. Like it was a little silly, but anyway.
Yeah.
But so
All
8
right. Oh, so
p.m.
these are more reasonable times.
But yeah, it's
So
closer. So 8 p.m. Is 11 p.m. my time,
yeah.
right? So the keynote with Andy Jassy
So
is the
that's a
same
long
thing.
one. That's a
That
long one.
yeah.
But is this on now? Let's say watch
No,
live.
it's December
Okay.
1st.
Oh, because it says watch now. So view all broadcasts. Does that mean it's going to record?
Where
Click
do
on
you
view all broadcasts on the right side there.
well, it's where do you see watch now? Are you talking about this? Where it says watch
Yeah,
live?
watch live.
Yeah, you can't click on it.
Okay. Go to the view all broadcasts.
So
Oh, yeah,
that's what
okay.
she was saying. So oh, okay.
Yeah.
So when she was saying it's going to be 4 p.m., that's actually 7 p.m. my time.
Yeah.
So I can watch the keynote after work
Yeah.
to rewatch it, to rebroadcast it. It's a little weird that you can't just replay it at a convenient time, but it is what
Well,
it is, I
you
guess.
can't. So the whole thing is, it's kind of the model. That's not the model they're using.
Yeah.
That might be next year. They just record it once and then you can replay it anytime. I think part of it is they want you to be there. It's supposed to be an event, right?
Yeah, I
You
get that.
saw,
I get the
yeah,
concept, but the event's the keynote when the person actually makes a speech. If it's already recorded, why does it matter when you watch it the second time if you already missed it? You know.
yeah, yeah.
So
It's a shared community thing. I hear you. I think it is
unless
the
unless he does the same speech 3 different times,
no, he doesn't. He just does
and
it
you're
once
watching,
and then
yeah,
they show you.
that's the point. But
Yeah,
like, it's probably it'll probably be available after the conference,
yeah,
I imagine,
yeah.
on
If you
YouTube or
wanted to
whatever.
watch, like if
So
you wanted to watch the 2019 keynote, it's absolutely on YouTube,
well,
100%.
yeah.
Yeah,
So and then there's the sessions. There's 40 plus broadcasts, and these are the times.
yeah,
So you just pick one, I guess. And then
yeah,
what I'd be able to do. So it's probably the same thing, right? So
yeah.
7:15 p.m. So that would be 11. So 11:15 and 3 is 14:15. Be 10:15 p.m.
Yes. If you want to do if you want to do this and do a reaction thing to the Andy Jassy keynote, because that's he gets all the big stuff. He makes all the big announcements because he's the big guy. He gets all the best
Yeah, I could do
announcements.
that. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah, I can do that.
That's
And
especially the 4 p.m. broadcast.
yeah, so it'd be 7 for me. Yeah, and
No, it'd be 4 p.m. for you. It'd be 7 p.m. for me.
Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. So that'd be perfect for me. That works. Because he's obviously the guy you want to listen to. Like everybody, if you say AWS, everybody looks to him.
Andy
Him
Jassy.
and Werner are the two.
Well, of course.
So the
Yeah.
two to watch are his keynote and Werner's keynote. If you only watch two, those are the two to watch.
Okay, and then there's leadership sessions.
Yeah,
David
okay,
Brown. There's the partner keynote. There's 3 people. Wow. Okay.
The entrepreneur one might be interesting. Oh no, sorry, enterprise mitigation. I heard that wrong. I read that wrong. The last one, enterprise mitigation, is kind of the stuff that I do.
Yeah, but you
So
can
big
see
one.
this. So these
Yeah.
are, I guess they're only do them up till, because obviously it's 3 weeks. So this looks like it's just for this week, or up till Thursday anyway.
Yeah, and then they have and then up on the top there was the week 2, week 3. Go up to the top again.
Oh, I see. Right. Okay. So week 2 starts on Monday. So there's nothing on Friday.
Yeah.
AWS late night and then different
Yeah, see
breakouts.
the machine learning one is the one that I should go to.
Swami Siva Subramanian.
Yeah,
That
I'll wait
that
for
is
him
a
to say it.
mouthful. Wow. Siva Subramanian.
Learning
Manian.
yeah.
Usually those names are just phonetic.
Yeah, that's like super color.
They're not as hard as they're not as hard as they look. And if you get it wrong, they will correct you. Maureen Lonergan. Is it Lonergan or Lonergan?
I don't know. I'm reading the titles. I don't care who the people are. It's bad, but I don't. AWS Public Sector Analytics. Infrastructure keynote with Peter DeSantis. I don't know who that is. Containers. Containers is a big one. Containers is the next cloud, I think. You know how he said, he said, you need to learn AWS.
Yeah.
So I would agree with that. And I'd say you need to learn AWS or cloud stuff, and you need to learn AWS. And if you know cloud concepts and you know AWS, the next one you need to learn is containers. You need to learn containers. That's the next thing. I won't go into what containers are, but it's one of the other things. One of the things that's interesting though, in that one that network Chuck was talking about, the number one being blockchain. Because there's AWS has a managed service for blockchain, and I think they might even have a blockchain certification specialty.
So there's Werner Vogel's on the 15th, on Tuesday, the 15th. That's when his keynote is.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes. So big guy, Andrew Jassy is Monday. This is the one I would be more interested in. And if you want to do this one too.
I'll probably watch those both.
Yeah. And again, if you want to do a shared one, we can have a shared reaction thing to it too. Because it's only so those are the only two that are musts. So
and then same one and rebroadcast at 4 p.m. So it's at 7 p.m.
So watch the 4 p.m. one.
Yeah.
Hopefully it works out. So those are the two. Andrew Jassy and Werner are the two musts. Those are musts.
Week 3 is a good week for me, from what I see on outside of the breakout sessions. The elective breakout sessions, because I see a couple of things I'm interested in already. So the Internet of Things, IoT here, I'm interested in that, and then this, just because we've touched on it before, serverless.
Serverless is neat. Yeah, serverless is cool.
Yep.
Looks like and then the 17th is the last one. Yeah, that's cool.
Just sessions.
Yeah, so global pandemic sucks, but being able to join Reinvent for free from anywhere is kind of cool.
Well, yeah, and it's good for me too. Out of my oh, that's weird. There we go. I'm going and I'm just signing. I'm logging in over in the other page because I want to see if they added my drop down menus yet.
Yeah, I don't think they did. I think they're just going to point you to this.
But I can't see the elective sessions though on the agenda, right? Because it says 40 plus broadcasts.
Yeah, I think you got to wait for the date and then do view all broadcasts. I think it's a little bit of looking around, trying to plan some stuff, and maybe there's tracks. Maybe it's a track. Maybe it limits it by track, because you're not going to be interested in all of them, right?
Well, yeah. But I'd like to be able to, like, or it's saying add it to the calendar. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
let's try this. I got a couple ideas here. Click on Tuesday. And click on the tracks. And then scroll up a little bit. Or down, however you.
Oh, that's interesting.
So you should
see
look
that?
at
'Cause I
infrastructure. Oh, there's the English. Ah, there you go. It's in there.
Oh, it is in there.
We-
Okay.
We
Where did you see it?
I
We
didn't.
look
I
deep
saw
enough.
French and German. I didn't say English though, but I'm sure there's English because there's a French.
Well, under the E's, there's end user, energy, enterprise.
Is it U.S. English? Just for some strange.
Oh,
reason.
maybe.
Have every language except for English. That's hilarious.
Well, don't want to be rude. Yeah, there's Korean. Okay, so why don't I do this? So we'll go, instead of doing this, I'm going to turn that off.
Yeah.
Or not.
Try compute. I think you gotta pick one. So try compute.
So undo this one. Okay.
I can't believe there's not English on there.
Nope, not cool.
It's cool that there's other languages in there, but English should be included.
Well, yeah, just to break it down, because that's the thing. When I was watching that lady say there's 500 breakouts, and I went, oof.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, well, at least you're able to search through it, because I really want to be up at 12 a.m. or 3 a.m. my time. Oh, but it says Eastern Standard Time, but still, I definitely don't want to be up at those times.
No.
Oh, yeah. So we can look at Netflix.
See, what I think goes on here, Corey, is that you look at this thing on the day, right?
Yeah, it could be.
So whatever, I think it's a little bit of like look at the broadcast sessions, and maybe this breaks down more on the day.
Yeah, maybe. But I'll go, but the thing is I go view a
Yeah.
broadcast, and all it says is the times of the broadcasts.
Yeah, no, I know that. There's got to be some kind of way. Oh, you know what? I'll ask one of the guys. Like, how do you determine? How do you plan out a track? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, solid question.
How do you plan out a track? All right. Well, I have some homework, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no, that's cool. That's cool. Pardon me. Hey, did you see Mike Tyson fight yesterday?
Oh, I saw the weigh-in. No, I didn't see the fight. Did he kill the guy?
No. No, like Snoop Dogg was one of the announcers, and he is like, "This is watching two of my uncles fight at the barbecue."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But you could see they both had power in their punches. Still, you saw a little bit of
Oh,
the
dude.
you saw a little
Yeah.
you saw a little bit of the um, power flare up from his youth and everything like that. And both of them had some really great moments, but they weren't fighting for money.
Right.
Hi, Zoe.
Hi.
You
Oh,
see down here?
Yeah.
Okay, night night. Okay, go upstairs, go to sleep, okay? Good job. You're a good girl. Okay, so yeah, but it was funny how I watched it because I was just kind of surfing on TikTok, and this woman is like, I'm just decorating my Christmas tree," and you can kind of see a reflection of a Christmas tree in the TV. And she was
Yeah.
like, "Don't mind the background. I hope the background doesn't bother anybody." Um, and just I watched like, so there's that YouTube star Jake Paul was fighting Nate Robinson,
yeah,
who's
I
an
saw
Olympic
this.
athlete. Did you see him
Yeah,
get
yeah.
knocked out?
Yeah, yeah. I didn't. No, I just knew
I
they were
I
fighting.
watch it and I'm like, I'm watching him and the guy gets in the ring and I'm like, no, that guy is an Olympic athlete, but you can see he's not a fighter. He didn't prepare properly.
Yeah,
You could
yeah,
just see it in his body, and like he's not prepared enough. And because the other guy, is built, and you could see his punching muscles looked like ready to go, and
yeah.
he and like first 5 seconds he hits him, and the guy got his bell rung already, and
Yeah.
then I'm watching the guy, and I'm like, that guy should be they should be stopped immediately. He's gonna kill that guy, and Jake just reaches over and gives him one hit. It didn't even like it was a hard enough hit, but he didn't hit him that hard, and the
Yeah.
guy just he got knocked the f out. He hit the ground and bounced,
Yeah.
just out
Did you
cold.
see that?
Oh man,
Did you see that crazy knockout?
which one was that?
There was a recent the double touch taekwondo knockout.
No,
Okay, I'm gonna show you. I'll send you the link in the chat.
that on Twitter over here it says Snoop Dogg emerged as the winner of the Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. fight
Yeah.
for many viewers. And it was a draw. Like they were trying hard, and Mike Tyson was like, "No, we're humanitarians now." And the thing I found really funny is Mike Tyson's, as he's gotten older, he's become so humble. So because
Yeah.
the interviewer after the fight has both of them sitting there, and he goes, "Roy, were you worried that you were going to get destroyed at any point? Were you worried you were going to get seriously hurt?" And Mike Tyson's like, "Hey, what about me? I haven't boxed for 16 years. He stopped boxing 3 years ago.
Yeah.
How come nobody's worried about me?" he just
Oh, here it is.
he handled it really well. It was cool.
Yeah, he's I feel sorry for Mike Tyson in some ways, but also not. But he's become a good person. Or
Yeah, he was.
he was crazy famous for
Well, he's a 19-year-old heavyweight champion of the world, and people whispering shit into
plug-
his ear.
plug-
Don King stealing all his money, and
yeah.
just making bad decisions. And he wasn't taught to live in society. He was
Yeah.
taught to like knock people's heads off, and that was his only purpose in life. So
Yeah.
no father, nothing. So he had a
Yeah.
couple of people take
Oh,
advantage of him, and he's
Yeah. And his daughter died.
yeah, that was real. I just found out about that recently.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Oh, he's-
it's
he's-
extra
he-
close to home for me.
What's he said? He said it's like I went in and I did cocaine, nothing but cocaine for a week. Like it just devastated him.
Oh yeah,
So he locked himself away and did a big giant drug binge, which seems
Yep.
like a strange thing to do, but I've never had that happen. So
but just
Yeah.
trying to deal with your pain, right? Just
Yeah.
trying to escape.
Yeah.
Trying to get some euphoria, but yeah, and
So,
you have more money than sense in that moment. So I didn't know that. But I have an exercise bike here, and I have a 2-year-old daughter. That's a little bit weird. So, you know, knock on wood, that'll never happen here.
Yeah. So click on the link I put in the chat, in the Zoom chat. We'll wrap up with this one.
Hello.
Oh, you might get a strike for this one, but that's okay.
I don't care.
Our one viewer is going to be upset. Demonetize this.
It's just me.
Yeah, I know.
Video is not available in your country.
Okay, try. Who are these guys? Try see if you can find this.
Walk in.
Yeah, try to find that on YouTube. This is all over everywhere.
Walk-in Buckley.
And just not so. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything. We'll watch it and I'll tell you.
Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, and that network, Chuck, has so many views of like really interesting stuff, and you saw the editing that he did, like where you just have to enter this, and then you just wouldn't see it. You didn't blur it much out. Just it's very accelerated editing. Obviously, what he did takes a few more minutes than he.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The real time on well, we did that exact thing. The real time.
I remember. It took a while. Crazy knockout on UFC Island.
Yeah.
Well, let's see this one. Okay, I want to see that again. Jeez. Yeah, I need to see the slow-mo. My computer's too slow.
I do slow-mo.
Yep. Shit, that was fast, dude. Boom. Oh, hold my leg. Fine. Back kick. Yeah, you don't hold people's legs in that level of competition. Not like that.
Guy's no slouch either.
Jeez,
Well, you can
man.
for most people, but
You can for a second, but you got to throw it in, right? You have to have a plan. You can't just hold it. And, you don't hold it and keep your guard down, because that's what it looks like he did. Like, obviously, his gas. Oh no, he did. He thought he had his guard up. I see what he was thinking. I'm protected. No problem. Oh, he lifted away though. You know what though? Even if he was holding his hand up in front of his face to guard, he would have got knocked out anyway with that. That was a very powerful kick.
Probably broke his hand too. So that guy is the new, obviously, that went around the world, like blew up Twitter and everything. So that guy, Joaquin Buckley, knocked the hell out of him.
I think it's Joaquin.
Joaquin,
like Joaquin
and
Phoenix.
then 2 weeks ago, he knocked somebody else out with just like a normal knockout, but it was 15 seconds or 50 seconds or something. Yeah.
I'm going to show you something here. See if I can find video of him. If this will work. It's not working. It's weird. Huh. Oh, yeah. Because of C-3PO. I forgot about that guy. Same name.
You got to do not 3CPO.
I don't know, man. Because there was a guy when I went and did a tournament in Niagara Falls when I first joined Purple Dragon.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can spot him here. I might have the name wrong too. Karate. Yeah, stats. That's weird. What is his name now? It is Daniels. Anthony. That's an unfortunate name if he is fighting in the UFC, because I saw him on Joe Rogan was talking about how there's this guy named Anthony Daniels that pulls off movie techniques that's knocking people out in the UFC.
Yeah. Try just Daniels UFC.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Last name Daniels.
Oh, Raymond Daniels. Sorry. Yeah, it's Raymond Daniels. I'm thinking of Anthony Daniels because of C-3PO being in my mind. Because Sensei Daniel,
yeah,
and Raymond Daniels, you see this guy right here, they fought and it was amazing. It was like the coolest fight I've ever seen in my life, right up till that point. And but Raymond and people are always talking about you have to be in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to win fights like this, right? And then Professor is always like, yeah, no, not really. You just have to be good. And this guy's good. And he training karate. So watch this guy. Same kind of technique as the other guy. Look at that. He's so cocky too. Like this is him back in the day. That was the age when he was fighting Sensei Daniel. Same kind of style fighter too.
In the kickboxing world, because he does techniques and moves that you only see in movies.
Because people were going, "You're a point fighter. You don't really know how to fight." When he was doing all this stuff back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, you're just playing tag out there. Oh yeah? Am I? Lots of spinning techniques up in the air. Boom. Traditional karate. Oh. You see what he did there? He kicked him with the back of his leg, the joint behind the knee. Axe kick. Yeah, he was so fast. He is so fast. This was a year ago. Oh, that's all those karate tournaments. He's good at stopping when he's told to.
I can't really hear you, Corey.
I'm just saying he's good at all the karate tournaments where he can stop when he's told to because the ref called him off.
Oh yeah. I know. He obviously has insane control.
Boom! Oh, that hurt me.
He could probably stop some of these techniques if he wanted
to. And you know the thing is everybody that trains in mixed martial arts that doesn't that's always told, oh, karate doesn't work.
Yeah.
Well, that's because you've never fought a real guy. You know, and you've been training and all this stuff. You just didn't train at a high enough level.
Yeah.
You know, and the thing is like, he was doing flashier stuff when he was fighting Sensei Daniel in tag tournament.
Yeah.
But here he's keeping his legs on the ground and because that's where the power is.
Yeah.
Right. That'd be weird. See, in there they've got his old videos there.
Oh yeah.
Well, one of these people might have been Sensei Daniel flying by. I think that was him actually. The very last one, right before that one.
Consistently is the top karate fighter in the U.S. His unique style is always a fan favorite.
Yeah, he's top guy.
Please welcome
He won the tournament, by the way. He beat Sensei Daniel by like a couple of points. And they didn't contest it. You know how Professor will argue.
Yeah.
Didn't argue because he's excellent.
Yeah.
But Sensei Daniel did excellent too, but he just got ahead by a couple of points.
Yeah.
It was something else. That guy is unbelievable. It's just starting
Yeah.
to play again.
I had
But anyway,
my
you get the point.
I had my Since Daniel experience.
Oh yeah, me too. When I accidentally kicked him in the face or in the ear or whatever it was, but I didn't. It wasn't hard. It was just surprising because it was like orange belt,
Yeah.
and he just didn't expect the speed, and just and then he did a Fukimi kick and kicked my headgear as he was landing, and then when he landed, he goes because he just disappeared, and I thought, you know, how fast do you think? Like think without thinking, I guess is the word.
Yeah.
And I'm like, his head's gone. I'm moving this way because I know nothing but pain is coming on this side. And I moved away from where I thought he was going to be and just felt tap. And my headgear was moved. And he was on the ground. He looks up at me. He goes, "You okay, brother?" And I go, "Yes, that's it. That was amazing." Thank you. But he had to, because I'm an orange belt that tapped him. He had to teach me a lesson, but I didn't kick him. I just tapped him, like, so it was very controlled.
Yeah.
But he still had to show the dominance as the way they are, the way the school is.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, mine wasn't as gentle as that.
No, but I think you hit him harder than I did.
Oh,
And you were probably also brown belt.
Yeah, I was brown belt, and I did kick him. I did kick him harder than I thought to, because I don't think I realized how strong those are.
Well, yeah,
Right.
and you've got powerful technique, like
Yeah.
you know, you're just just athletic.
So. I learned it properly, and I'm flexible. That's my big thing, and that's probably flexible and faster than I look.
And you got the rhythm. Like I trained in it for years and years and years, but you still managed to play a padiddle on my face when you're a white belt.
Yeah.
At my chest and face. Yeah. What just happened? I played a padiddle.
Paradiddle. It's paradiddle.
What? Or paradiddle. Yeah, you said
Yeah.
a paradiddle. Yeah, I played a paradiddle on your chest and
Oh.
face.
You actually, no, I was impressed because you actually said, "Did you just do a paradiddle on my face?" It's like, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I was shocked that you knew what that was. I've obviously said it enough that you remembered it. I was kind of surprised that you knew what it was.
Well, yeah, I think it was one of those things you were showing me every now and then, or you were trying to teach me it because you were trying to teach me drums for a while when we lived in Milton.
And it's like, oh, this is like rhythm and drumming. I can do that. So I did a drum solo on your face.
Okay, so we're gonna just end the stream here, I think.
Yeah, okay.
And we're at a good spot, and we'll pick it up on Tuesday.
Good.
Do the reaction to what's his face live reaction.
Gassy.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna stop, but I'll
yes.
keep you on Zoom for a minute.